Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Donna Fiesel, and I'm your host of The Edge on IC Radio, your source for news and entertainment. You can also find us on television, channel 182, on Charter Communications, and Abundance Television, which is found on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. Again, thank you so much for watching every day, Monday through Friday, from 1 to 3 p.m. Central. If you want to watch us live, you can also find us other ways, such as social media, all the social media outlets. So we're just always glad to be with you any possible way we can. So always ask for recommendations if you would like for me to do some research and host a show on behalf of you, and I'm doing that to Nita. And so she wanted to know how you make blueberry leaf tea. And I've done that. I've mentioned it several times on the show, so I'm going to kind of walk you through the process, and then also how to make the tea and how to process it. And also I put mine in the dehydrator, so I'll show you a finished product with that as well. But before we get started, let me go ahead and give you the email address. If you have something you would like for me to do some research on and host a show, just send it to Donna at donnasedge.com. That's Donna at donnasedge.com. Let's go ahead and get started with a quick video. This is me outside in the yard, and we're talking about some of the benefits in harvesting the tea leaves. So let's check it out. Okay, so here we are. You can tell it's beginning to get close to the fall time of the year. And here are the blueberry trees. Got a lot of them. This is the blueberry section. And you get a good harvest with the berries, but did you know that you can actually make tea out of the leaves? Now you'll know it's time to go ahead and harvest those leaves somewhere around late August or maybe even early September, or around and through October. And what you're going to see, I don't know if you can see this close up, some of the leaves are beginning to turn a reddish color. That is the absolutely best time to go ahead and harvest those leaves. So let me show you what I'm going to do. Let's go ahead and get this camera propped, and I'm going to go ahead and put this thing right up here so you can see what I'm talking about. So I have my pruners, and I've already started some of the harvest of the leaves. So let me go ahead and put this thing back down again so you can see what I'm talking about. So you can see the leaves are beginning to have this little reddish tint color, and that's what we're looking for. I don't want them to be completely red. I want them to have that hint of color. That's when you're going to get the absolute best nutrition out of these leaves. Now what am I going to do with them? I'm going to make tea out of them. Now there are many things you can do. It tastes almost like green tea, kind of has that flavor to it. You can also add flavors to it if you'd like, and you can actually put some dried blueberries in there if you'd like to do that. You can add a little bit of lemon. A zest of a lemon would be real good as well. So I have my cutters. So don't know if you can see this or not. Let's just go ahead and move this thing up so you can see this a little bit better. What I'm trying to do. Buddy is out here with me too, and he's my little protector. He's always thinking something might happen, so it's great to have an animal like that. Let's go a little bit lower down into the branches so maybe you can see just a little bit deeper. A little bit of sun out here as well, so it's kind of a good time going ahead and come out here and harvest. The wind is blowing pretty good right now, so that's real good. So this is like just the perfect temperature to go ahead and get these things. Alright, so I think I've got to put this down and lock it in, then we're ready. Okay, here we go. Now I have you like right here at one of the leaves. Now you can see, again, there's some of the red parts. Now what I'm going to do with these, I'm just going to gently cut some of these things off right here at the edge. I'm going to get there right where that vein is, right down here at the bottom. I really don't want any of the stem. They kind of have this, like I said, a green tea kind of a flavor to them anyway, but it's going to be pretty bitter if you get some of the stem in there, and I don't want to do that. Plus, indeed, the stem's on here, so we look on a big blueberry harvest next year. Okay, so I can go ahead and make a tea right now out of these leaves, and it would be really good. But you actually get a bigger depth of flavor if you're going ahead and dry them. So when I get a pan full of these things, I'm going to wash them really good, kind of let them set on a towel, and and kind of dry just a bit. See, they're still bending. I don't want them to be past this stage right here. Again, just a little bit of that red coming on there, the pretty as they are. And I'll put them in my food dehydrator. It's going to take a couple of days, possibly even longer. Then I'm going to show you how to make tea out of these leaves. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, so we're back. I'm so excited to take you out, just to let you see what the blueberry area of the farm looks like. We're going to be planting some more trees this coming fall, and I'm really excited about that as well. Okay, my blueberries. So let me tell you what I did. Now, you can have fresh tea from the fresh tea leaves. What you want to do is bruise those leaves. You can either cut them, or you can find something and you get a dough roller actually works, and put those on your counter, and then put a piece of, you want to use wax paper. So wax paper, leaves on top of the wax paper, then flip it over and then put the wax paper on both sides, basically is what you're doing. And then you'll just roll those with the dough roller. Now the leaves need to be completely green at this stage, okay? So it's going to have a really bitter taste to it if you wait until you find the red parts on the leaves. Okay, so it's got to be fresh leaves before they start turning colors. And then you just put those in a little tea bag if you'd like to do that. You can also just, throw them in, in your pot and just let them strain through just using paper towels if you like, or maybe even put them in your coffee maker. Now it'll have a little bit of a coffee taste to it if you just had coffee out of there this morning, but it makes an excellent fresh tea as well. I like the dried leaves. It seems like you have a more vibrant taste. Now, we'll tell you this, it does taste a lot like green tea if you use just the leaves. Now, if you go with, this is some blueberry tea here as well. If you decide you want to go and add maybe a few dried, and there will need to be dried berries, okay? So if you put some dried berries on there, oh, it smells heavenly. So you can also have blueberry tea that way, okay? So it has some of the dried berries in with the dried leaves, and that's what you see is leaves with berries. Now you can also make your own little tea bags. I found these at the $5 store on 50-cent day, and I think there were like 2,000 of them for 50 cents. And so you can put a couple of tablespoons. I like mine kind of strong, so I put 2 tablespoons of the dried leaves in with mine. Now you can also, for flavoring, if you would rather not have them, if you'd like a little bit of taste to it, because I'm telling you, kind of bitter like, but they're good for you. They're bitter for you, but I like to add a little bit of honey in with mine, my fresh bees honey, to go with it as well. So anyway, out of the dehydration, real easy to do. It took about 48 hours, maybe a little bit longer than that. You want the leaves to be completely crisp, and the reason you want those to be completely crisp is, they could mold if you don't have them completely dried. I like to keep mine, I do the vacuum seal also with all of my jars, anything that I dehydrate. So this is kept, and this is an awesome sound right here. So regular jar, I use my fingers to do this. I don't know if you can hear this. There you go. That's a completely dried, vacuum sealed jar. Now, every time I get some of the leaves out of here, I'll go ahead and vacuum seal it again. And you can use the same lids. These are actually used lids from something else. So all you have to do is put the lid back on it, and then you'll vacuum seal it again, and you'll hear that little vacuum seal every time you open it up. What you're doing, oxygen is an enemy to anything dried or fresh, and so that's why I like to vacuum seal mine, because it takes all of the oxygen out, and this could last like 30 years. Of course, it won't last that long as far as we're eating it or drinking it, but that's what I like to do with all of my dehydrated products. Okay, now let's talk. I think we have a couple of minutes. Yes, let's go ahead and talk about the healthy benefits of blueberry tea, and this is by using the leaves of the blueberry tree. I found this on WebMD. It's a trusted site, webmd.com, and then all you have to do into the search little search button, just type in blueberry tea, and you'll find all kinds of healthy nutritional information about that as well. And of course, we all know tea is one of the most popular beverages. Now, right here in the South, we're going to put all kinds of sugar in our tea as well. A lot of cultures have special ceremonies that are revolved around drinking it, such as afternoon tea in the United Kingdom or gong fu in China. So when you think of tea, you may think of varieties like peppermint and chamomile. I love my peppermint tea, and that's another thing you can do as well. We'll have some more shows about that. But tea comes in many varieties and with their own unique taste. Again, this is going to taste a lot like green tea. If you don't like the flavor of green tea, you can add another flavoring with it as well. If you don't like the flavoring of green tea, also you can get some of the berries and dry them. Again, make sure they are completely dry, and you can throw them in the jar as well, and you won't have to add any kind of flavoring whatsoever. And just put some honey with the tea. You can drink it cold or hot, by the way. Also, blueberry tea is made by steeping the leaves of the blueberry bush in hot water. A fragrant and delicious beverage. It also provides a number of unique health benefits. We're going to talk about those. Now let's talk about this. This is unsweetened tea, okay? So 1 cup of hot blueberry tea brewed with tap water contains 2 calories, no fat, cholesterol nothing, sodium 7 micrograms, and also protein 0. Now, brewing your tea using blueberry leaves instead of regular tea leaves also adds several other nutrients to your drink, including fiber. This is all through blueberry leaves, okay? Fiber, vitamin C, vitamin K, manganese, and potassium. Yeah, like potatoes. So it gives you some of that as well. Now, some people add dry berries before steeping their blueberry tea, which also helps give additional nutrients in flavor, but keep in mind that adding dry fruit also adds sugar and calories. So if you're looking for something calorie-free, don't add anything to it. Just go ahead and make your tea as strong as you like it. I like a good couple of tablespoons, even of the dried leaves in mine, because I want it pretty stout, pretty strong. Now, what are some of the potential health benefits of blueberry tea? Okay, although many people drink tea for the taste alone, blueberry tea offers a number of health benefits. So add a cup to your morning meal or pair a glass with dinner or supplement your diet and enjoy several rich health benefits. And we're going to talk about those. Let's go to a commercial break. We shall return in just a minute. So everybody hang in there. At Lamone's Mexican Restaurant, located in Henniger, Alabama, and voted Best Mexican Restaurant of DeKalb County, Alabama 2020, we're here to serve you with authentic Mexican cuisine. Order easily online by going to lamonsmex.com or call 256-657-3999 to place your order. We're open Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Whether you're celebrating a cozy date night for 2 or a celebration for a crowd, at Lamone's you'll love our atmosphere and friendly servers. Thank you for dining with Lamone's Mexican Restaurant. At Liberty Bank, we're all about community, whether it's to help with a charity fundraiser or help families in need. Toys at Christmas or a local football team, we're here for you. You see, we realize the importance of family. Sometimes it's to build a new home or necessary home repairs. We're here for you. If you like the feel of a small town bank with all the conveniences of a big city bank, we're here to serve you. You will find us at any of our convenient locations in DeKalb, Marshall, Etowah, and Blount counties in North Alabama. You can call and speak with any of our friendly staff at 256-659-2175 or check us out on the web at libertybankal.com. And thank you for your support of our community. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Let Rhonda at Rhonda's Elite Tax LLC take the burden off you for all your tax needs. I know because Rhonda has been taking care of my business since 2013. I feel Rhonda works for me because she knows the direct questions to ask to better benefit my unique business in order for me to get back the biggest refund possible. Rhonda is an ongoing student, and she knows tax laws are in a constant change every year. Call 256-281-9903 for an appointment to take the dread out of getting your taxes done. Rhonda is located at 11968 U.S. Highway 431 in Boaz. Again, that number is 256-281-9903. And let Rhonda's Elite Tax LLC champion your personal and business taxes. Jeff McCurdy of the McCurdy Law Firm has been a public service of this area for over 10 years. McCurdy, a member of the Henniger City Council, serves as prosecutor for the town of Sylvania and was named public defender for the city of Rainsville. The McCurdy Law Firm is located at 17326 Alabama Highway 75 in Henniger to better represent his Jackson and DeKalb County clients. If you need to be represented by a true public servant with proven success, call Jeff at 256-996-8701 or send a private email to mccurdylawfirm@gmail.com. No representation is made that the legal services performed is greater than the legal services performed by other lawyers. The Hatter Cafe and Country Inn is nestled in the northeast corner of Alabama the Beautiful in the delightful town of Mentone. We're located on top of scenic Lookout Mountain near Little River and DeSoto State Park and located only 5 minutes from shopping and restaurants. There is also a nearby community walking path and golf course. We welcome everyone through the doors and we are committed to outstanding service for all guests. At the Hatter Cafe and Country Inn, we invite people from all walks of life to come and get away from it all, enjoy the open spaces, treetop views, fresh, clean air, and experience Southern hospitality at its finest. We look forward to hosting you. To reserve a special event, or if you would love a special getaway at the Country Inn, you can call us at 256-634-2018. Okay, we're back from the break. My name is Donna, and I am your host of The Edge on IC Radio, your source for news and entertainment. You can find us on television, channel 182 on Charter Communications and Abundance Television, which is found on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. Again, thank you so much for watching. We're talking about the benefits of blueberry tea. And so I've walked you through a process of actually harvesting the leaves. You need to make sure there's a little bit of red on those because there are some extra nutrients found in the leaves. Now you can also have your fresh green tea from your blueberry trees, but now those have to be completely green, okay? And so just mash them up a little bit, bruise them just a bit, and then some of those nutrients are going to be coming out. I would let the tea seep also for a few minutes. I like to let mine seep for about 30 minutes. That way I've got all the nutrients out of that. Add honey if you want, or drink it straight up. Very few calories if you do it that way. Now we're talking about the potential health benefits of blueberry tea. So let's talk about this. Is a real good one right here. Improved heart health. High levels of potassium make the blueberry tea a heart-healthy beverage. Studies show that enough potassium in your diet can help prevent heart disease. Drinking blueberry tea is an easy way to add that potassium to your diet without adding the fats, the carbohydrates, or the sugars found in other potassium-rich foods. Now remember, if you do add blueberries or dried blueberries, you're going to be adding a little bit of sugar into that tea as well. Now let's talk about a stronger immune system. You can, and by the way, this is on webmd.com. You'll find exactly what I'm looking at right here. Well-trusted website. A stronger immune system, possibility of another COVID outbreak, they say, that can make you sick less often and speed up your recovery process when you do get sick. So blueberry tea is rich in vitamin C, which has been shown to help make your immune system work better. Also, better brain function. You know, we've always heard about the brain function activities of drinking blueberries or eating blueberries, but adding tea can also help your brain work better. This applies also to people with cognitive brain disorders like Alzheimer's and dementia. For instance, blueberry tea helps prevent plaque from building up in the brain. Now, while this won't create a new brain pathway to replace lost ones or prevent pathways from fading over time, neurons will have an easier time moving across pathways that already exist. Think about clogging up an interstate. Okay, when we were living in Anniston, on Quintard Avenue, going north, like you were going towards 22nd Street up that way, there were 3 lanes on each lane. So 3 lanes going north and 3 lanes going south. Immediately, almost, you would get to where you had 2 lanes instead of 3 lanes. So sometimes you would have a problem getting in, changing immediately from 3 lanes to 2 lanes. So think about it this way. You still have those neurons, you still have those pathways in your brain, but this is going to make it a lot easier to go through in case you get into a clog like we used to have in Anniston. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah, and talking about this, it won't create new brain pathways like we just said to replace the old ones, but it just makes it easier time travel. Now, this in turn makes it easier to think, process information, and remember important events. One event I'll never forget is being with you every day, Monday through Friday from 1 to 3 p.m. live. I love being with you absolutely every single day. Okay, let's go ahead and go into, we talked about the heart health, stronger immune system. You never know what's going to happen. Things could happen with COVID again. Better brain function. Okay, let's see. It keeps wanting to pop up. There we go. A stronger immune system. And then a better brain function. Okay, better blood circulation, that's what I was looking for. So if you find that your hands or your feet get cold easily, I must have this, okay? So you may have a problem with your blood circulation. Healthy blood flow is key in letting important nutrients in your body reach vital organs and extremities. Okay, so your red blood cells in particular deliver oxygen throughout your body. So red blood cells are made with iron, which means if you want good circulation, you need both iron and calcium, since calcium helps your body absorb iron. So luckily, blueberry tea has a lot of both. As a bonus, a hot cup of tea feels great when held between your hands. Yeah, we're going to be here in the wintertime before you know it. Now, there could be some possible potential risk of blueberry tea, so let's talk about that. Now, if you drink a lot of blueberry tea at once, more than 3 cups, you could feel nauseous, or you could have diarrhea. So be sure to enjoy your blueberry tea in moderation. Now, allergic reactions to blueberries are rare, but some people could be, but they could happen. You could have a swelling in your lips, tongue, or gums. Now, skin irritation like redness, swelling, or itchiness could happen as well. Okay, now I think we have time. Let's talk about 12 foods that are great for your liver. I had hepatitis a long time ago when Brad was a baby, and so I kind of have to keep a watch on my liver. So let's talk about this. If you've ever had issues with your liver, so your liver, your body's largest internal organ, is an important player. So it turns food into nutrients, and this is your liver. Also filters toxins and breaks them down so your body can get rid of them. You can make your liver's job easier and healthier yourself if you eat the right things. A balanced diet with whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and lean protein is a good start. We're going to start out with leafy greens. If it's green, I'm loving it. I really do. Collard greens, lettuces, kales, all kinds of things. I love them. So leafy greens are free radicals, are molecules that can damage your cells and cause problems, including liver disease. So substances called antioxidants can help get rid of them. Leafy greens like spinach, kale, collards are loaded with antioxidants, and they're packed with fiber and other things your liver needs. Grapefruit. This citrus favorite has powerful antioxidants that help protect your cells and ease the inflammation that can lead to liver disease. But be careful with it if you take certain medicines for high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or mental health. Grapefruit can affect how they work, so talk with your doctor first if you're on any meds for any of those things. Oatmeal. Good old oatmeal. You know, they said back in the when they were working on the railroads back 100 years ago, they would actually give the workers water that was actually from the oatmeal, and they would drink that, and it would help them go on for hours. So let's talk about oatmeal. Foods high in fiber, like this breakfast favorite, can help protect your liver from inflammation. It also helps keep your blood sugar and electrolytes in line. And that makes a whole lot of sense. When they were working in the railroad days, it was hot outside. We didn't have air conditioning. Who knew about, some of the things like Gatorade? Those things were not in existence back then. So electrolytes are in the liquid part of your oatmeal. So again, they would make oatmeal. They would have the oatmeal part for breakfast, and then they would drink the liquid from the oatmeal, and that gave them electrolytes. That would be a natural way. Now, other high fiber grains also include brown rice, unbuttered popcorn, and 100% whole wheat bread. That's good for you as well. Apples, an apple a day. Okay, so studies have shown that fruits high in fiber, like apples, may help people who have fatty liver disease, especially those who are obese. Make sure you leave the skin on. That's where most of the fiber is. Other fruits with lots of fiber include bananas, oranges, strawberries, and raisins. We have an apple tree, actually 2 apple trees. We are still eating on dried apples that we dried last year. Thank Jesus above that we did, because we have a lot of apples, and then, oh my goodness, then we have that late frost to take care of everything. But we're still eating those dried apples. Again, leave the skins on. Skinless chicken breast. I didn't know this. So your body needs protein to build up your organs, including your liver, and keep them healthy. But your liver doesn't need a lot of fat. So lean poultry without the skin can be a good way to get the protein you need. Grill it or bake it. Just don't fry it, they say. But I like it fried. Salmon is loaded with protein, but that's not all. This popular fish has omega-3 fatty acids, which may lower your cholesterol, ease inflammation, and help you stay on a healthy weight. All these things will help your liver. Aim for 2 or 4 more servings of salmon a week at least. I like to make salads out of my leafy that I get from my indoor garden as well as outside. And so sometimes I just open up a can of salmon, take the fat and everything out of it, take the bones out. Bones are good for you. We just prefer it without the bones. And put that in a salad. And I'm going to tell you what, you got some good food for you right there. Number 8 right here is walnuts. Walnuts are good for you. Nuts can be a good snack for your liver. Walnuts in particular are loaded with omega-3 acids, antioxidants, and fiber. But a little goes a long way. Aim for only about 10 walnuts a day. Okay, the fat and calories can add up if you munch on too many of them. One more, let's have beans. You don't have to eat meat to get protein. You can get it in plenty of fiber from beans, and this also includes peanuts. They don't have the bad saturated fats found in some protein that comes from animal. Now here in the South, when we have our beans, a lot of folks add fat back to those beans, and it does add some flavor, but I never use that. And so I just put a lot of my herbs inside. We love the dried beans. And so when I cook mine, I like to cook them on the stove. You can do the crock pot as well. And so I just add plenty of flavorings in mine. And that takes care of the fat back, which is going to add a lot more cholesterol to your feed. My name is Donna. Thank you so much for watching The Edge on IEC Radio, your source for news and entertainment. You can find us on television, channel 182 on Charter Communications and Abundance Television, found on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. Any ideas for shows? The show is all about you. You can send an idea to Donna@donnasedge.com. That's Donna@donnasedge.com. Thank you for watching.
You've been at this for 12 years. Why are you doing it? Because God's children are not for sale.
Rated PG-13.